Hey there, my Battlefield friends and fans, and welcome back to some Battlefield 1. It's been a while since I actually made a video with commentary. I posted some music videos, I did a couple of montages, and now I feel like I want to go back to posting just like one single regular good game that I had. And this is one of those awesome games that I just truly enjoyed, and I'm glad I recorded it, and maybe you're interested in seeing it because it was pretty intense and it was a really close match. I'm not saying what the outcome of it was just now because you'll see it at the end. So what happened in the meantime? Well, we're still waiting for this first DLC for this game to drop, which is called They Shall Not Pass, which should come out mid-March if you have a Premier Pass. Otherwise you have to wait until the end of March to get it. But if you love this game, I highly recommend to become a Premier member because it's totally worth it, especially since you get 2 weeks early access, and you know, you don't want to miss out if everyone is talking about it and you have to wait another 2 weeks. And also, I believe it's actually cheaper than separately buying the DLCs. And if you like this game a lot, then you will like all the DLCs. Then you like me, you're just a fan of it, and it's just every Battlefield DLC rocks and is a lot of fun. So why not get it? But by the way, I don't get paid for saying this. I wished I would be paid. I'm not being paid for anything. I'm not being paid for making videos on YouTube. I haven't earned a cent on YouTube for making any videos, but I've been making videos for years and people have enjoyed them, but I'm not making any money at all of it, and that's okay because I consider it as a hobby. When I started this, I didn't even know that you can make money with YouTube. I learned that a lot later. I basically joined YouTube to post my music videos, and then decided to just add my gaming videos. And now I wish I could split those two channels. I could have like a music channel and a gaming channel, but because you cannot change the name of the channel or the URL, it's kind of a lot harder than it should be, but it is what it is. But anyway, what has happened since like the winter update? So I feel like I don't really notice anything since the winter update. It feels like the game plays and feels exactly the same. And by the way, those loading times that I always complain about, they still exist. And when you, for example, decide to back out of a game shortly before the new game starts, the game just hangs for a really long time. It feels like you can never back out. It eventually will get you out of the game, but a lot of people, most people don't have that patience to wait, especially if you like want to get into another game or so. I'm just like, usually screw it, I right click and I'm just like out of there, you know. I'm just quit the game completely. I like force quit basically the game, or I just turn off my Xbox altogether. And fortunately that doesn't screw with the game. But it is super annoying that backing out is sometimes taking so long, because if you want to stay in Battlefield and get into a different match type, for example, then it's really annoying if you have to literally quit the game and restart it, because that can take a really long time too. As you know, it takes a long time to start Battlefield 1. Every time it takes a long time. But I was really hoping that they changed that with the winter update, and nothing has changed. The other thing that I'm realizing is that sometimes when you get into a match, you can't see any images at all. You see like a bunch of static noise, colorful static noise. You see the icons, you hear the noise of the game, but you don't see the game. It's absolutely unplayable, so you have to back out. And they haven't fixed that at all. That still exists. And the black screen still exists too, once in a while. It seems to be more rare now, but it still exists. It's just unbelievable. I cannot believe that they have not fixed that, unless they have fixed something but not everything, and the testers maybe couldn't duplicate the error and they thought it was fixed. So, well, we have to wait until the next update and hope that maybe then it's being fixed. At least it's not as frequent anymore as it was, but that's what I noticed. And there's still a few bugs here and there that haven't been addressed yet, but they're not super annoying. For me, the loading times is really the biggest pet peeve, and I just have a really hard time just not getting annoyed by it. So back to the Battlefield 1 DLCs. So far we've only heard about the first DLC, which comes out next month, which is called They Shall Not Pass, and it's all about the French army, and it comes with 4 new maps and a bunch of new guns and stuff. But today they actually released some information about the other DLCs. For example, there's gonna be a DLC, and I think that's gonna be the one after the They Shall Not Pass, which is called In the Name of the Tsar, and which will be all about the Russian army, the Russian front of the war, with snow-covered maps and so on. So that's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to that, because in Battlefield 4 I really like the Korean maps, or the one where it played in North Korea with the snow. That was just an absolutely cool map. I already forgot the name, God. It seems like it's been forever since I played Battlefield 4. And then the DLC number 3 will be Turning Tides, which you can participate in the amphibious warfare of World War I, which you can embark with the new destroyer into an intense tactical naval clashes. So it's all going to be naval for those of you or us who like naval war fights or naval fights, or whatever you call that. And then the 4th and last DLC is going to be called Apocalypse, which will cover one of the most infamous battles of World War I, which is where you have to conquer a bitterly contested ground with brutal tools and unique weapons born out of desperation and deadlock. Never before have the nightmarish horrors of the Great War been closer as you descend into hell. Prepare to enter the apocalypse. Wow, that sounds very interesting. I have no idea in what corner of the world this is going to happen or anything, but we'll see. It definitely sounds interesting. And then for those of you who always complain that there are not enough weapons, or there's not enough variety of weapons, and they always compare it to Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3, and they forget that in World War I things were a little bit simpler, and simple doesn't always mean bad or negative. Or believe it or not, they actually add 20 new weapons with the 16 new multiplayer maps in the upcoming months, which doesn't sound like a ton, but 20 weapons is quite a bit when you think about, you know, how little you could do back then with the weapons and, you know, attachments and stuff. That seems like a lot. And for me, it's like totally not important. I'm super happy with the weapons that are in the game right now, and I personally really don't feel the need for more weapons, because I'm super happy with what's in the game right now. And at the end, if you have too many weapons, it just becomes too complex, and too many weapons feel alike, and then you don't know which one to choose. But I guess for most people, it's mostly about the look of the weapon. They just like to see themselves run around with something that looks cool in front of their faces. I don't know, really. But anyway, we have struggled hard here to gain those last 6 points to win the match, and look at that, 6 points kept us from winning the match. This was such an awesome match. I truly enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video too, and I hope to see you next time with some more Battlefield 1 videos or montages, hopefully. And until then, happy gaming, have a good one, take care, bye bye.